U.S. stocks, they managed to tick higher in trading Wednesday afternoon with the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 both looking to close near record highs. This as the Fed stated that it will maintain its bond buying policy in order to help boost the economy. Now, the central bank did say that it will continue buying roughly $85 billion in mortgage and treasury securities per month. However, the Fed also went on to say that the economy is growing only modestly, a downgrade from its previous assessment back in June. Earlier on the U.S. economic front, we had data showing that economic growth in the United States unexpectedly rose in the second quarter, with GDP growing at an annual rate of 1.7%. At the same time, private sector employers, they added 200,000 jobs in the month of July, therefore topping economist expectations as well. Also, the pace of activity in the Midwest picked up modestly in July, and U.S. labor costs, they rose in the second quarter. Meanwhile, with oil prices continuing to trade a slight bit higher and the U.S. dollar rising against its major counterparts, it looked to be quite the active finish on the midweek point for the Dow Jones. Speaking of which, taking a look now to see how the Dow Jones has performed, the Dow is on the downside, 21.05 points to settle in at 15,499.54. In a breakdown of today's major market movers, we first begin with Facebook, which managed to, earlier in the session, break above its May 2012 initial public offering price of $38 per share. This time fueled by positive momentum following the company's better-than-expected earnings reports, as well as its new program aimed at helping mid-sized developers distribute their games. Meanwhile, Herbalife spiking today after billionaire investor George Soros took a long position in the nutritional supplements maker. At the same time, keeping in some health news, Humana gained after the insurance provider beat earnings expectations and lifted its guidance for the year on its strong growth in membership levels. And lastly, SodaStream was higher after the home soda systems maker topped its earnings expectations as well.